To be successful in life, you need three things. You need a mentor, because you can't get anywhere without copying someone else who's already above you. Okay? You need a mentee. You need to mentor someone so you can pass the knowledge of what you're learning from your mentor back, and that keeps you sharp. But you need also someone right next to you who's giving you a friendly competition. They make a move, you make a move. They make a move, you make a move. But today we're going to learn how to find a mentor, because you guys are like, oh no, it's really hard to do. It's actually quite easy. Hi, my name is Nikki. Now Nike, and I teach everything about financial literacy and how to be smart with your money. So let's do it. I think what people don't realize is that people who are successful don't mind sharing their principles on how they got successful with you. They will open their mouth and share everything. This like this. But the problem with you guys, a lot of us, is that we meet our idols or we meet people who are above us, and our brain goes straight to money. Okay, you want to ask them for the money. No, you want to ask them how to fish so you can catch a lot of fishes. But a lot of you guys are asking for fish sandwiches. Okay? That's where you lose them immediately. Number one, define the exact life you want. You're not just gonna be like lollygagging around expecting to find a mentor. You can't have mentor in like a million places. You want to define the places that you actually need a mentor in. So if you're an entrepreneur, you want to find an entrepreneur mentor, right? If you're a lawyer, you want to find a lawyer that's doing better than you. If you are a mom, a stay-home mom, and you want to learn how to be the best stay-home mom, you want to find another stay-home mom in your neighborhood who's the best stay-home mom. You want to find someone in your exact career path, not everywhere. Number two, you're going to change your environment, okay? Show me your friends and I'll tell you exactly who you are. You put a kid that is, from a lower class family, grew up in a hood or somewhere, like always fighting and to have a tumultuous childhood. You take them out of that environment and you put them in an environment that's stable, kind, nurturing, and watch them blossom. A lot of you guys are not successful because of where you're at in life, because of your friends and the kind of environment that you're in, okay? We're chameleons by nature. So if you want to find a mentor, you're going to start showing up at places that you think he or she shows up at. You want to find a rich mentor, you're not going to go to to the hood. You're going to go to Bel Air, Beverly Hills. You're going to go to places that you know that they frequent, and you're going to show up there. If you have to just buy yourself if you can't afford wine, buy yourself a hot chocolate, $2, sit at the bar. That's how I met my mentor. That's literally how I met him, at the bar somewhere. And a lot of these mentors, a lot of these people that you want to emulate, they share their schedule online. They do. Like there's like a billionaire schedule that I'm going to follow in 2024. They share their schedule. It's not stalkerish. Just follow their schedule. Wherever, if they are speaking at a panel, buy a ticket to go to that panel and then ask to meet up with them after. Wait for them and just ask, can I have 5 minutes of your time? I just want to introduce myself. Hi, my name is Nike. I love the panel. I love your speech. It was very inspiring for me. Oh my God. Stroke that ego, honey. Stroke that ego. Number three, and the most imperative one, know your ask. Please don't ever say to someone, can you be my mentor? Oh my God. Unless you're paying them for that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. With my mentor, when I first sat next to him, at the time, I was going through a lot financially. I was making money and I couldn't save it. And I just say, I would never forget, I said, and he was like in his pajamas, like he lived in the hotel. So he was like very casual, but you can smell rich on people. And I said, you look rich. He's like, what? I said, yeah, I need help financially. I need you to teach me things. And he's like, huh? I was like, yeah, I need you to teach me. I'm making money and I can't save it to save my life. And the first thing he saw was like, is that a debit card? And threw my debit card away. So know your ask. Know your ask. Ask them a specific question to start with. Something was, it's an ego stroke for them to answer that question. Something that will spark their excitement. Oh my gosh, that's how you build that relationship over time. You're going to ask them questions every time you meet them. And slowly it will develop into a mentor-mentee relationship, because if you're asking the question, they're answering the question. That's a very mentor-mentee relationship. And you don't ever have to define it, you don't have to ever say that's my mentor. They would know that they are your mentor. Which leads me to number 4. Please don't put any pressure on your mentor once you find one. When I was doing the mentorship program, it cost me my mental health, because I could tell 90% of them were not there for mentorship. They were there for mental health help, and I would be so drained every single time I would talk to them. I'm just like, oh my God, they need therapists. They don't need me. So please don't put pressure on your mentor. That's not their job. Their job is to give you advice. Ask exact question. Don't get too personal. Ask the exact question you need from them. Nothing more, nothing less. Your mentor is not your therapist. Okay? You cannot be needy. You cannot be attached to a certain outcome that you want from them. You cannot put pressure in their heart, in their hands, and you cannot have an agenda-filled personality when you're around them. It needs to flow easily. Like, they need to feel less pressure when they're around you. They need to feel like, oh my God, this is fun for me that I get to teach someone something. And last but not least, you want to offer value. It needs to be reciprocal. I have this thing that I live by, and I live by it strictly. If I can tell that I need you, that I can get something out of you, that's going to help my career. Every time we meet up to eat, your hand will never touch your card. My mentor is worth almost $500 million. He's never, ever, ever in my presence paid for anything. I'm poor in comparison to him. But I know that he's offering knowledge for me for free. Every time I leave, I'm like, oh my God, I learned so much. Why will I not pay for his time? I pay for exactly what I can afford. I'm like, hey, can we grab, Pinot Noir? And I'm like, okay, I budgeted $50. Okay, 2020 for a glass. Okay, good. But you offer something. You always offer to pick up the tab every single time. If you have to pick up extra hours at work to prepare yourself for that meeting, pick up the tab. And that's how you earn their respect. Even rich people have things they're lacking. Okay, the most successful person has things they're lacking. Feel that lack. If they're lacking loyalty, be the most loyal person they've ever met in your life. I remember one time he cut himself and he didn't have like band-aids in the whole house. And I was like, how's that possible? And the next time I went out, I made a care package with everything he would need to like never get, for like a first aid kit. And he's like, no one has ever done that for me. Feel a lack in their life. Find something they're missing and feel it. Okay? They need to feel like you're not using them for their resources and for their connections and for their energy, because energy is very, 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 very expensive. And so find something that you know that you can offer them and offer it for that knowledge. Trade it off. Remember, it's quite easy to find a mentor. Just find someone that's above you in your career field and find a way to get close to them. Reciprocate whatever they give you by giving them something back in return, and don't stress them out and don't waste their time. And remember, the most important thing, don't ask for fish sandwiches. Ask for how to fish. Stop asking people who are wealthy for money. Your parents should have taught you that it's never okay to ask for handouts. Okay? That's why I love that Jay-Z debate that was going around about his cousin. His cousin asking for $4,000 and he said, no, I'm not going to give it to you, but I can give you advice. Always ask people for advice. Okay? You'll take that advice with you for the rest of your life. Your parents should have taught you it's never okay to ask for handouts. Every day I wake up in my DMs, there's someone in there asking me for money. And I'm like, why don't you just ask me for advice? I can give you advice. You use the advice, and then you use the money. I believe in you, and I hope you believe in yourself. Bye.